Hey guys, welcome to vlog number 7. Um, Today's episode is all about entertaining your children for the duration of a photo shoot. So first thing you need to do is you need to find out from your photographer how long she intends to spend with you. This will drastically determine what kinds of activities you will need to plan and prepare for your children so that they can stay entertained. Um, The reason I'm doing this video is it seems like every single time I go on a photo shoot, um, the parents at some point during the shoot get very, very, very self-conscious. I don't know. They feel really bad about their child who's having a breakdown. And it doesn't bother me. It's like, I don't care. First, it's not my child, so I don't have to deal with it. And B, like, I've probably already got like plenty of photos of your child. It's fine. Like, it's fine. And if we can't get any good ones, like, I have no hesitation of um, calling you back up and saying, hey, I didn't get enough good photos of your child. Like, can we hang out at the park for a little while I take some photos of your kid, you know? And so this video is for the parents, for you, the mother of your children, or father. I guess fathers could be watching this too. Um, so that you know of ways to help your children so that you don't have to feel embarrassed for their actions. Um, Honestly, I don't really care. Your children can have a tantrum. That's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. As long as I can get pictures of them where they're happy and smiling, it doesn't bother me if they have a tantrum. Um, and so ways you can keep them entertained. I'll kind of talk about that for a little bit, and then I want to talk about how to help your child still get some good photos while in the midst of a tantrum. So keeping your children entertained. Bring toys. You could bring jump ropes, matchbox cars, puzzles, books, um, dolls, action figures. You could bring 1.5 million different things. Um, and they don't have to be things that have to look good in photos. They don't even have to be in the photos. You can use it as something like to bargain your children with. Okay, like stand in this photo, look pretty, smile big, and then you can play with your Power Ranger or whatever, you know? Or you could bring like some really fun like wooden toys like blocks or Legos or things to have their pictures taken with. You could bring sidewalk chalk. Those things all look very cool in photos. Past toys bring food, particularly candy if you're, or a treat that your child really likes, um, because this will help. Like, for every good photo, you get a jelly bean or something, you know, and so, or an M&M or something that will help them want to look good in the photos so that they can get their little reward. Also, something else I've noticed is don't spoil your children before the photo shoot. It's really hard to give your children everything they want and make them happy before the photo shoot, and then when the time of the photo shoot comes to say like, oh, don't do that, like don't do that, they just start to feel entitled. Don't misunderstand my words for trying to give you parenting advice. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you some tips that will help you best keep your children in check when you're taking a photo shoot, because I don't know, I would imagine it's embarrassing, and I've seen hundreds of parents be very embarrassed about their children. So I just want to make sure that you guys have all the tools necessary. And you don't have to follow all of my examples or ideas. You can choose, you can do whatever you want. The last suggestion I have is bribery. I'm not a parent. I don't have to make this decision. I know some of you will probably be like, I'm above bribery. But bribery works really well, especially if it's like a hot summer day and you're like, kids, like after you take your photo and you look real pretty, and after we're done, then we're gonna go to the pool and we're gonna have a fun day, like, or if you're good, then we can go do something fun, or we can go get ice cream, or we can go out to dinner, or something fun that your child likes to do. Um, Helps a lot. Okay, now I want to talk about getting your child out of a tantrum. This one's really hard. And so something that I've just kind of learned is, um, if at all possible, um, let them cry it out, let them scream it out, and then be like, okay, now you've cried it out. If you're good, then you can have a treat. Um, or you can also like coddle them, like just hold them. I recently was on a shoot where the the little girl, maybe like 18 months old, um, she was just having a rough morning, and they were having a really hard time making sure that she was looking good in all the photos. And so her mom just picked her up and held her on her lap as she sat on a bench and just kind of held her and told her that she was a good girl, that she could be a good girl, and just told her all sorts of just different things. I didn't hear a lot of what she said, but they turned out as really, really cool photos. And yeah, they turned out as really cool photos. So you just kind of have to know your child and know what they like and how to get them out of a tantrum. Some children, like me, when I was a child, I just had to sit in timeout. If you could get me to sit in timeout and be by myself for 5 minutes, then at the end of 5 minutes, I'd have made up my mind that I was going to be a happy kid and I was going to move on. So, whatever works best for your child is really what's going to work best. And you know your child so much better than I could. I don't have children. I'm not going to pretend I know how to raise your child. But that's that. In the way of you being embarrassed for your children, don't be. Your photographer, if they're trained and experienced, your photographer has probably had so many experiences like this. She probably did, or he, sorry, it could be a he too. They probably don't even care. They probably don't even care. Anyways, so I guess that's it. Hit me up at kayleedegraw.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you have ideas for future videos, questions that you need answered, please, please, please let me know. I'm almost done with my series of 8, but if you guys have more things that you'd like to know, hit me up and I can extend my series, because this has been fun. I've really enjoyed making videos. My next video will come out on Friday. I'm super excited about it. And yeah, anyways, talk to y'all later. Bye.